to another FAQ Monday. I'm your host, Fluff, and things are going to be slightly different around here on the channel going forward for the next couple of months, really, in all honesty. As you see this, I leave for Tom Morello's Guitar Revolution Camp, which is where I am an instructor at. And I go down to Los Angeles and I'm there till January 6th. Then I come back for just a day shy of a week. And then I go with my dad to NAMM, where we'll be filming a bunch of stuff with me and him. And then immediately from NAMM, I leave for tour as part of Dragged Under, and we're touring with the Used to an already sold out tour. And so basically I have like a week and a half when you see this left of time until I'm gone to like March. So what the plan is this will be the last pre-recorded FAQ Monday you'll see for a while. We'll still be doing some live ones as I can, and I will be filming lots of stuff on the road when I'm on tour. There will still be videos coming out, but I can only bank so many videos, and this will be the last FAQ video of 2019 and the last pre-recorded FAQ Monday until March. So sorry in advance, but you'll still see Dad around. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll just the content will shift slightly. I just wanted to warn you. Try the new aux firmware update with the V30 cabs yet? Yes, actually I got the email just a few days ago. I immediately updated my Universal Audio aux top box, and man, they did not disappoint. There's 3 new 412 cabs with vintage 30 speakers of different types. They have a Mesa V30, a Marshall V30, and then an older Marshall V30, if I'm not mistaken. They all sound amazing, but the Mesa V30, it's just heaven. It's heaven. And I love the cab models so much. Now, the Universal Audio aux top box is the king of silent amplifier usage, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. However, the cabs cannot be touched by anything. And they're not IRs, I will point that out. The aux top box does not use IRs. They actually capture the cabinet in their own way, shape and form, etc., etc. So yeah, just awesome, 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 awesome. How do you balance private life with YouTube and touring? I mean, if you asked my girlfriend, she'd probably say I don't. And that would be kind of true, although it's about setting expectations and communicating and doing the best you can. This is uncharted territory for me, you know, touring a sold out tour with the Used is crazy by itself, but we have a lot going on here at home, and just communicating with your loved one is key, I have found, to be able to do all the things that you want to do. YouTube, touring, gone, because I mean, that also includes, you know, me being gone in the evenings to go and rehearse with the band to make sure we sound good when we do tour, etc., etc. So there's lots of behind the scenes stuff. Now, the YouTube thing, like I do during the day while she's at work, and that's not really a big deal. This is my job, right? And I treat it as such as I can. I do put in a lot more hours than a regular 9 to 5. However, when she comes home and it's time for dinner, I try to get out of here and I try to shut it down, and I try to be mindful of our time together. But with the band ramping up and like the record coming out soon and all sorts of crazy stuff happening in the band world, that has been a challenge and it's been difficult. And she has had infinite patience with me. But, you know, with any of my touring friends, they'll tell you, like, you know, the only way you can successfully go and tour and go and do that thing is if you have someone holding it down at home and being a tour widow, in my case. So yeah, living that tour widow life, you can't say I love you enough times. Are you planning on doing a rig rundown of your gear for Dragged Under? Yes, I am. Once we actually get out on tour, I will go over everybody's stuff. And we'll go over it in minute detail, maybe possibly with some sound samples if possible. Not really sure how it's gonna work out. My Dragged Under setup is right there as we speak. I am tightening up tones. I am fine tuning some switching things that I need for the set. that we're playing for the used tour. And yeah, people are also asking for my patch, which maybe me and Josh will make our patches available. We'll also be playing the Helix stuff at NAMM. Some more info on that will come, but yeah, we'll definitely be doing like a full rig rundown thing while on tour. I was definitely planning on doing some kind of a thing while we're on the road, because we'll get a sound check, then we'll have some time on stage to do whatever we want, theoretically. So, rig rundown, Dragon Under, definitely coming. Absolute favorite guitar plugin for modern metal? I would say there's two. There's the STL Will Putney, and there's also the Neural DSP Nolly plugin. I think those right now are the two kings of metal guitar amp sims, because they're so damn good. They are so good. They're not fizzy. They really capture the oomph that you want in a metal guitar. They have infinite tweakability options, lots of cabs, and just, yeah, options plus good sound quality equal awesome guitar amp sim for any genre, really. And those two are great for non-metal genres as well, but you asked for metal genre, so those two come to mind. They're really the complete package. It's an entire signal chain and ecosystem in one single plugin with both of those plugins, not just here's an amp and that's it, for example. So yeah, STL Tones Will Putney, Neural DSP Nolly, either one of those, you are just gonna hit a home run if you get. Thoughts on the 2019 Mac Pro? I think it's a beastly computer, and I welcome the addition of a beastly computer to the Mac Pro line. I have a trash can, and it's beastly for 2015, 2014. You know, a lot of people like to argue, oh no, computer should be $20,000 or $12,000 or however you spec out the new Mac Pro. However, you know, especially like even in the audio world, I have a couple of friends who are getting them. And I'm like, well, you know, isn't that a lot of money for a computer? And they're like, yeah, but you know, I'm making records that cost or that pay me $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 an album. So yeah, I can afford that. And also some of my outboard gear is 5 or 6 times that cost. So yeah, why wouldn't I put in a healthy chunk of money to my computer to record all of the audio that I'm using the outboard gear with? I'm like, yeah, that makes total sense. Also, it's all server grade parts in the Mac Pro. It's not just like off the shelf. You know, a lot of people like to say instantly, you can go buy PC for $1,000 and it's the same spec. That's absolutely not true. And anyone who says that is uneducated, honestly. Big, powerful computers require a lot of money, PC or Mac, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, if it's what you want, then do it. That's what I say. But yeah, I would love to get one. Love to get one, especially for video. Not necessarily audio. You don't really need that powerful computer anymore for audio. But video, I would love to get one for video. Maybe I will one day at some point, but yeah, I'll stick with the Trash Can Mac Pro for now. I know nothing about noise gates. What is an ideal dB setting for metal on something like a Helix or Headrush board? With noise gates, you really want to cut out any unnecessary noise as much as possible while finding a balance between being able to dynamically pick softer and harder without it cutting off anything unnecessarily. And there is a balance that you have to strike with the noise gate. There is no magical dB number or threshold number. That depends on how hot your pickups are, your playing style, your string gauge, your signal chain, etc., etc. So what I like to do is I like to get pretty aggressive with the gate, and then I pick as soft as I know I will, like on a live set, and I back it off until I can hear that. And that's where I leave it, basically. So I am cutting off some sustain a little bit, but it's always a compromise, especially in the live setting. You don't want feedback. Feedback is like the worst thing ever. Unwanted feedback is the worst thing ever for a show if you turn around and there's some weird squeal or something like that. So you don't want any of that stuff. And you want things to sound tight and percussive. So just play around with your settings and just use your ears, trust your ears, and ask other players what they have their set at as well. And now Fluff reads a tweet. Me, starts any podcast. Also me, instantly skips the first 10 minutes of advertisements. My My suggestion to you this week is to come check out Dragged Under on the No Days Off tour. We had a bunch of days off on the already sold out Used tour, and we booked a bunch of headline shows in between a lot of the dates. No days off, or nearly no days off, in a month and a half of touring. So we'll be playing a bunch of headline shows. Please come out, say hello, hang, talk guitar nerdery stuff with me. We will definitely be around, and yeah, it'll be a good time. All the bookable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Wow, another video gone by. Hope it was pretty good. I mean, it's probably pretty good. But if it wasn't, awkward, right?